My fiancée cheated with 4 men. Her family tried to drain my money. I brought another woman to our wedding. She was the love of my life. Or so I thought. She was cheating on me with 4 different men. Her entire family was using me for money. They demanded I pay for everything. Their rent, their bills, their vacations, their wedding. I planned the wedding. I paid for the wedding. I invited everyone. Then I brought another woman to the altar. And I married her. In front of my cheating fiancé. In front of her toxic family. In front of everyone who had used me. This is the story of how I got revenge on the woman who betrayed me. And the family who tried to destroy me. Let me tell you about the woman I loved. The woman I trusted. The woman who destroyed everything. My name is Daniel. I am 32 years old. I live in Chicago, Illinois. I'm a successful architect. I built my career from nothing. I worked hard. I saved money. I invested wisely. I was careful with my money. I was careful with my heart. I was careful with my trust. But I wasn't careful enough. I met her at a friend's wedding. She was beautiful. She was charming. She was everything I had ever wanted. Her name was Vanessa. She had long brown hair. She had green eyes that sparkled. She had a smile that could light up a room. She had a laugh that could make anyone forget their problems. She was perfect, or so I thought. We started dating. We fell in love. We got engaged. I was happy. I was excited. I was in love. I didn't know she was cheating on me. I didn't know her family was using me. I didn't know they were all laughing at me behind my back. I was a fool. The first red flag. I remember the first red flag. It was small. I didn't think anything of it. Vanessa started working late. She said she was busy. She said she had a lot on her plate. She said she needed to focus on her career. I supported her. I encouraged her. I was proud of her. She started going out with friends. She said she needed a break. She said she needed to relax. She said she needed to be with other women. I supported her. I encouraged her. I was proud of her. She started guarding her phone. She said she was just being careful. She said she didn't want anyone to see her private messages. I didn't think anything of it. I trusted her. I was a fool. The second red flag. I remember the second red flag. It was bigger. I ignored it. Vanessa started talking about her ex-boyfriend. She mentioned him all the time. She said he was funny. She said he was charming. She said he was a great guy. I didn't think anything of it. He was in the past. She was with me now. I was a fool. She started talking about her male co-workers. She said they were handsome. She said they were successful. She said they were everything a woman could want. I didn't think anything of it. She was just being friendly. I was a fool. She started talking about her personal trainer. She said he was hot. She said he was fit. She said he was exactly her type. I didn't think anything of it. She was just being honest. I was a fool. The third red flag. I remember the third red flag. It was huge. I still ignored it. Vanessa started asking for money. Small amounts at first. A few $100s here. A few thousand there. It's for my family, she said. They're struggling. They need help. I understand. Of course I'll help. She was lying. Her family wasn't struggling. They were living lavishly. They were spending my money. They were laughing at me. She started asking for more money. More and more and more. It's for my brother's school, she said. It's for my sister's wedding. It's for my mother's medical bills. I gave her everything. I loved her. I trusted her. I believed in her. I was a fool. The fourth red flag. I remember the fourth red flag. It was the worst. I still ignored it. Vanessa started coming home late. She said she was working. She said she was tired. She said she needed a rest. She was lying. She was cheating on me. With multiple men. With her ex-boyfriend. With her co-workers. With her personal trainer. With strangers she met online. I didn't know. I trusted her. I loved her. I believed in her. I was a fool. The discovery. I found out by accident. It was a Saturday morning. She was in the shower. Her phone was on the nightstand. It buzzed. I saw the notification. I can't wait to see you tonight. My love, Red Heart. The name was saved as Jake. I picked up the phone. I shouldn't have. But I did. I scrolled through the messages. Hundreds of them. Going back months. Last night was amazing. I love you. I wish we didn't have to hide. Soon. After the wedding. We'll figure it out. He's so clueless. He has no idea. You're so much better than him. I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I was destroyed. I kept scrolling. I found more messages. More names. More men. David. Mike. Chris. Jake. Ryan. For men. For affairs. For betrayals. She was cheating on me with 4 different men. While I was planning our wedding. While I was paying for everything. while I was loving her with my whole heart. I felt sick. I felt numb. I felt nothing. I took photos of the messages. I saved everything. I was going to need it. I confronted her. She denied it at first. Then she confessed. "I'm sorry," she said. "I didn't mean for this to happen." "You didn't mean for it to happen? You chose to do it. You made a choice. You chose to betray me. I was lonely. I was scared. I was confused. You were lying. You were cheating. You were destroying everything we had. I love you, Daniel. I love you more than anything. Please forgive me. Please give me another chance." She was crying. She was begging. She was manipulating me. I believed her. I was weak. I was foolish. I was in love. I gave her another chance. I forgave her. I trusted her. I was a fool. I didn't know her family was even worse. I didn't know they were using me. I didn't know they were planning to destroy me. I would learn. I would learn everything. And when I did, I would get my revenge. After I found out about the cheating, I thought I had reached the bottom. I was wrong. Her family was worse. Much worse. They were using me. They were exploiting me. They were draining me dry. I didn't know it at first. I thought they were just struggling. I thought they needed help. I thought they were good people. I was wrong. I met her family for the first time when we got engaged. It was a dinner at her parents' house. A big house. A fancy house. A house I was paying for. Her father, Robert, was a retired businessman. Or so he said. He had never worked a day in his life. He lived off his wife's money. He lived off my money. Her mother, Patricia, was a socialite. She spent her days shopping, spending my money, buying designer clothes, expensive jewelry, luxury vacations. Her brother, Michael, was a college dropout. He was 25 years old. He had never had a job. He lived in his parents' basement. He spent my money on video games, on drugs, on parties. Her sister, Jessica, was a wannabe influencer. She had 1,000 followers on Instagram. She spent my money on photo shoots, on expensive clothes, on beauty treatments. They were all using me. They were all exploiting me. They were all laughing at me. I didn't see it. I was blind. I was in love. I was a fool. The first demand. The first demand came at that dinner. Vanessa's mother, Patricia, looked at me with cold eyes. "Daniel," she said, "we need to talk about the wedding." "Of course. What about it?" "We expect you to pay for everything. 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 The venue. The catering. The flowers. The music. The dress. The tuxedo. The honeymoon. Everything. I was planning to pay for most of it. Most of it isn't enough. You need to pay for all of it." "Why?" "Because you're the man. It's your responsibility. I understand. But I also have other expenses." "What expenses?" "My rent. My bills. My savings." "You don't need savings. You have us now. We're your family." I didn't know what to say. I was shocked. I was confused. I was angry. But I agreed. I was weak. I was foolish. I was in love. I was a fool. The second demand. The second demand came a week later. Vanessa's brother, Michael, came to me. "Daniel," he said, "I need a favor." "What kind of favor?" "I need money. I'm starting a business." "What kind of business?" "A clothing line. It's going to be huge." "How much do you need?" $50,000. $50,000. That's a lot of money. It's an investment. You'll get it back. I don't have that kind of money right now. You can take out a loan. You can use your credit cards. You can find a way. I don't think I can. You can. You will. I'm family. I need your help. I gave him the money. I took out a loan. I maxed out my credit cards. I never saw that money again. The business failed. Of course it failed. Michael didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know anything about business. He just wanted my money. He just wanted to spend it. He just wanted to waste it. I was a fool. The third demand. The third demand came a month later. Vanessa's sister, Jessica, came to me. "Daniel," she said, "I need a favor." "What kind of favor?" "I need money. I'm starting my career." "What kind of career?" "I'm going to be an influencer. I need to build my brand." "How much do you need?" $20,000. "For photo shoots. For clothes. For everything." "I don't have that kind of money right now." "You can find a way. You always do." I gave her the money. I sold some of my investments. I drained my savings. I never saw that money again. The influencer career failed. Of course it failed. Jessica didn't have any talent. She didn't have any skills. She just wanted my money. She just wanted to spend it. She just wanted to waste it. I was a fool. The fourth demand. The fourth demand came a week later. Vanessa's father, Robert, came to me. Daniel, he said, we need to talk. About what? About my business. I'm starting a new venture. What kind of venture? Real estate. I'm going to flip houses. That's a risky business. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for years. I didn't know you had experience. I do. I just need capital. How much? $100,000. $100,000? That's a lot of money. It's an investment. You'll get back. With interest. I gave him the money. I sold my car. I took out another loan. I never saw that money again. The real estate business failed. Of course it failed. Robert didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know anything about real estate. He just wanted my money. He just wanted to spend it. He just wanted to waste it. I was a fool. The fifth demand. The fifth demand came a day later. Vanessa herself came to me. Daniel, she said, we need to talk. About what? About our future. About our life together. What about it? I need a new car. I can't keep driving this old one. Your car is fine. It's only 3 years old. It's not fine. It's embarrassing. All my friends have new cars. I can't afford a new car right now. You can. You will. I'm your fiancé. I deserve the best. I gave her the money. I bought her a new car. A luxury car. An expensive car. I never saw that money again. She drove that car to her affairs. She drove that car to see other men. She drove that car to betray me. I was a fool. The sixth demand. The sixth demand came a week later. Her mother, Patricia, came to me. Daniel, she said, I need a favor. What kind of favor? I need money. For a vacation. A vacation? I'm tired. I need to relax. I need to get away. How much do you need? $15,000. For a trip to Europe. I don't have that kind of money right now. You can find a way. You always do. I gave her the money. I took out another loan. I never saw that money again. She went to Europe. She stayed in 5-star hotels. She ate at expensive restaurants. She bought designer clothes. She spent my money. She wasted my money. She laughed at me. I was a fool. The seventh demand. The seventh demand came a month later. Her brother, Michael, came to me again. Daniel, he said, I need another favor. What kind of favor? I need more money. For another business. What kind of business? A restaurant. It's going to be huge. You don't know anything about restaurants. That's not true. I've been studying. Studying what? Everything. I know what I'm doing. How much do you need? $50,000. Again, it's an investment. You'll get it back. I gave him the money. I took out another loan. I never saw that money again. The restaurant failed. Of course it failed. Michael didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know anything about restaurants. He just wanted my money. He just wanted to spend it. He just wanted to waste it. I was a fool. The eighth demand. The eighth demand came a week later. Her sister, Jessica, came to me again. Daniel, she said, I need another favor. What kind of favor? I need more money. For another photo shoot. Another photo shoot? I need to build my brand. I need to grow my following. How much do you need? $10,000. I gave her the money. I used my credit cards. I never saw that money again. The influencer career failed again. Of course it failed. Jessica didn't have any talent. She didn't have any skills. She just wanted my money. She just wanted to spend it. She just wanted to waste it. I was a fool. The ninth demand. The ninth demand came a week later. Vanessa came to me again. Daniel, she said, we need to talk. About what? About our wedding. About our future. What about it? I need a bigger ring. A more expensive ring. A ring that shows everyone how much you love me. I already bought you a ring. It was expensive. It's not enough. I deserve better. I gave her the money. I bought her a new ring. A bigger ring. A more expensive ring. I never saw that money again. She wore that ring to her affairs. She wore that ring to see other men. She wore that ring to betray me. I was a fool. The tenth demand. The tenth demand came a day later. Her father, Robert, came to me again. Daniel, he said, I need to talk to you. About what? About the wedding. About the venue. What about it? I want you to pay for the venue. The entire venue. Everything. I was already planning to pay for the venue. No, I mean everything. The food. The drinks. The decorations. The music. Everything. I don't have that kind of money right now. You can find a way. You always do. I gave him the money. I took out another loan. I maxed out my credit cards. I never saw that money again. The wedding venue was beautiful. The food was delicious. The drinks were flowing. The music was perfect. They spent my money. They wasted my money. They laughed at me. I was a fool. The discovery. I found out about the affairs by accident. It was a Saturday morning. She was in the shower. Her phone was on the nightstand. It buzzed. I saw the notification. I can't wait to see you tonight. My love, red heart. The name was saved as Jake. I picked up the phone. I shouldn't have, but I did. I scrolled through the messages. Hundreds of them. Going back months. Last night was amazing. I love you. I wish we didn't have to hide. Soon, after the wedding, we'll figure it out. He's so clueless. He has no idea. You're so much better than him. I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I was destroyed. I kept scrolling. I found more messages. More names. More men. David. Mike. Chris. Jake. Ryan. For men. For affairs. For betrayals. She was cheating on me with 4 different men. While I was planning our wedding. While I was paying for everything. While I was loving her with my whole heart. I felt sick. I felt numb. I felt nothing. I took photos of the messages. I saved everything. I was going to need it. I confronted her. She denied it at first. Then she confessed. I'm sorry, she said. I didn't mean for this to happen. You didn't mean for it to happen. You chose to do it. You made a choice. You chose to betray me. I was lonely. I was scared. I was confused. You were lying. You were cheating. You were destroying everything we had. I love you, Daniel. I love you more than anything. Please forgive me. Please give me another chance. She was crying. She was begging. She was manipulating me. I didn't believe her. I couldn't believe her. She wasn't sorry. She was sorry she got caught. I was done. I was done being used. I was done being exploited. I was done being a fool. I was going to get my revenge. After I found out about the affairs, I was broken. I was destroyed. I was nothing. But I didn't stay broken. I didn't stay destroyed. I didn't stay nothing. I planned. I planned the most beautiful revenge. A revenge that would destroy everyone who had betrayed me. A revenge that would humiliate them in front of everyone they knew. A revenge that would leave them with nothing. I planned the wedding. I planned everything. But I wasn't going to marry Vanessa. I was going to marry someone else. Someone who loved me. Someone who respected me. Someone who deserved me. I met her at a coffee shop. She was reading a book. I asked her about it. She told me. We talked for hours. Her name was Sarah. She was beautiful. She was kind. She was everything I had ever wanted. I told her about my past. I told her about Vanessa. I told her about the affairs. I told her about the toxic family. I told her about my plan. She listened. She held my hand. She didn't judge. That's terrible, she said. You didn't deserve any of that. I know. Are you okay? I will be. I will be more than okay. I will be victorious. What's your plan? I'm going to marry you. At the wedding I planned for her. What? I'm going to invite everyone. Her family. Her friends. Her lovers. Everyone who betrayed me. And I'm going to marry you in front of them. That's insane. I know. But it's going to work. How do you know? Because I have everything I need. I have the venue. I have the invitations. I have the food. I have the music. I have everything. What about her? What about Vanessa? She'll be there. She'll be humiliated. She'll be destroyed. She'll lose everything. What about me? What about my family? They'll be there. They'll see everything. They'll know the truth. Are you sure about this? I've never been more sure of anything in my life. She agreed. She agreed to help me. She agreed to marry me. I loved her. I loved her with my whole heart. She was everything I had ever wanted. I planned the wedding. I planned everything. I planned every detail. I sent the invitations. I invited everyone. Vanessa's family. Her friends. Her lovers. Everyone who had betrayed me. I told them it was going to be the wedding of the year. I told them it was going to be beautiful. I told them it was going to be unforgettable. I was right. It was unforgettable. I also invited my friends. My family. My supporters. Everyone who had been there for me. I told them the truth. I told them about the affairs. I told them about the toxic family. I told them about my plan. They were shocked. They were horrified. They were excited. This is insane, they said. I know, but it's going to be beautiful. What if something goes wrong? Nothing will go wrong. I have everything under control. I was ready. I was prepared. I was determined. I was going to get my revenge. The wedding day arrived. It was beautiful. The sun was shining. The flowers were blooming. The music was playing. I was standing at the altar. I was wearing a tuxedo. I was waiting. Vanessa was in the back. She was wearing a white dress. She was smiling. She was happy. She didn't know what was about to happen. The music started. The doors opened. Sarah walked down the aisle. She was beautiful. She was radiant. She was perfect. Vanessa's face went white. Her family's faces went red. Her lovers' faces went pale. What is this? Vanessa screamed. This is my wedding, I said. That's my wedding. That's my dress. That's my life. Not anymore. I'm marrying Sarah. You can't do this. I can. I am. You're humiliating me. You humiliated yourself. I'm just showing everyone the truth. I turned to Sarah. I took her hand. I looked into her eyes. I love you, I said. I will love you forever. I love you too, she said. We said our vows. We exchanged rings. We kissed. The crowd was silent. Then they cheered. Vanessa was crying. Her family was screaming. Her lovers were running away. She was humiliated. She was destroyed. She had lost everything. Sarah and I walked down the aisle. We walked out of the church. We walked into our future. I was happy. I was victorious. I was free. I had won. After the wedding, I was happy. I was fulfilled. I was free. But I wasn't done. I had more revenge to deliver. I sued Vanessa. I sued her for fraud. I sued her for theft. I sued her for everything. I had evidence. I had everything I needed to win. She had drained my bank accounts. She had maxed out my credit cards. She had stolen my identity. She had stolen over $300,000 from me. I was going to get it back. The trial was long. It was painful. It was exhausting. But I was determined. I was patient. I was strong. I testified. I told the court everything. The affairs. The lies. The theft. The betrayal. Vanessa testified. She lied. She claimed I was controlling. She claimed I was abusive. She claimed I was crazy. The court didn't believe her. The evidence was overwhelming. She was convicted. She was sentenced to 5 years in prison. She was taken away. She was locked up. She was forgotten. I sued her family. I sued them for fraud. I sued them for theft. I sued them for everything. Her father, Robert, was convicted of fraud. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Her mother, Patricia, was convicted of theft. She was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Her brother, Michael, was convicted of fraud. He was sentenced to 1 year in prison. Her sister, Jessica, was convicted of theft. She was sentenced to 6 months in prison. They all went to prison. They all lost everything. Their house was taken. Their cars were taken. Their money was taken. They had nothing. They were nobody. I got my money back. I got my life back. I got my future back. I was happy. I was fulfilled. I was free. After the revenge was complete, I felt empty. Not sad. Not guilty. Just empty. I had spent years planning. Years waiting. Years destroying. Now it was over. And I didn't know what to do. I started therapy. I talked about my pain. I talked about my anger. I talked about my loss. It helped. Slowly. Painfully. It helped. I started rebuilding my life. I focused on my career. I focused on my family. I focused on my future. I started dating Sarah. We fell in love. We got married. We had a child. I was happy. I was fulfilled. I was free. I thought about Vanessa sometimes. I thought about her family. I thought about everything they had done to me. I didn't feel anger. I didn't feel sadness. I didn't feel anything. They were in the past. They were dead to me. I had moved on. I had healed. I had found happiness. I had won. They had lost. I was happy. I was fulfilled. I was free. If you're watching this and you've been betrayed, I want you to know something. You are not alone. You are not invisible. You are not worthless. You are enough. You always were. They just couldn't see it. I was betrayed by someone I loved. I was used by someone I trusted. I was destroyed by someone I believed in. But I survived. I rebuilt. I thrived. I found love again. I found happiness again. I found peace again. You can too. Not because they apologize. Not because they change. Not because they come back. Because you rebuild. Because you survive. Because you thrive. You rebuild your life. You rebuild your heart. You rebuild your future. You find yourself again. You find your strength again. You find your happiness again. I did. You can too. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to his Reddit tales for more stories of love, loss, and redemption. And remember, you're not a victim. You are a survivor. And survivors always win in the end.